Hey Tubesters. So I know that I said I was going to do a little, oh hold on, I'm blocking the mic. I know that I said I was going to do a what did I say it was? A witchy vlog. That's right. It's crazy, it's already Tuesday. I'm gonna be going back on later tonight. Hold on, someone's turning. Okay, so I'm going back later tonight to catch the train to get to the airport. Maybe I'll do another little video there because I'll be there for a good few hours. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and do a little quick video before I go. I'm going to this Presbyterian church to help with a I can't even remember what the event's called right now. But I've just been busy the entire time I've been here. I've been reorganizing my stuff, getting rid of more stuff, especially the clothes, because it's just, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like trying to keep everything. Excuse me, it's really weird. But yes, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be giving away, and a lot of stuff I'm throwing away. I'm almost finished with a whole dress bag already. It's kind of surprising because I don't really have much anyway. And a lot of people who were in my situation probably have a lot less than I did. But because, you know, being how spiritually involved I was and how much it was involved in my life, that's why I had a lot of the stuff I did. But anyway, so I'm doing that. Sunday, what was yesterday? Yesterday was Monday. So, yeah, that's when I really started getting heavy into the declutter. I pretty much started and been doing a little bit since I've been here, but I got more serious about it yesterday because I just had more time. Saturday I was just like tired from the flight, and yeah, so I kind of just chilled and hung out. Sunday I went back to church. I saw a lot of old faces. Remember, you know, when I was a Mormon mystic. But now I'm just an Amish, so it's like it's weird. You know, when I started off on this path, I felt very, is the word secluded? Or maybe it's excluded. I felt very limited, and I felt very, there we go. I felt very restricted on what it was I was able to do, where I could go, who I could talk to about what I believed in. And now that I realize that omnism is my, or I guess to complete it, an omnis witch. And now that I've found that as my, I don't want to say label. Labels seem very restricting. I'm going to call it a descriptor. So now that I've found my descriptor to help describe myself to the world, as well as through my expression and actions, etc., etc., I find that it's much more, I guess, easier to be me and talk about it. Because the thing is, if I'm around a group of people who I know probably, and I pardon me for having such a shaky video. Oops. This was the only time I could think of, and it was just like a spur of the moment thing. But what was I saying? Oh, they still got Easter stuff out. Isn't that adorable? Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, if there's a group of people that I, you know, can't share something with, it's okay, you know, because I think it kind of piggybacks off of that, that saying that, I don't know if it was actually Abraham Lincoln that said it, or if he just got credited for it, but, because you know that there are sayings that people actually repeat, and it wasn't really theirs, but they get the credit for it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, oh darn, I thought it was on this side. Oh well. But yeah, you know, there's a, is that the train? That doesn't sound like the train. Oh, that's really weird. You know, the saying goes, you can't please everybody. Well, I kind of feel like this goes around the same thing, you know. Sometimes, because there's so much diversity, there's going to be things that you don't like and don't agree with. And so you can't always hang out with the same people for everything. And you can't always talk to, the same people about everything. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. I kind of feel like it coincides well together or piggybacks off of each other. I need to see if it's safe to cross. Good. Always look both ways before you cross the street. Even if you're vlogging. So, but yeah, I'm almost there, so I'll probably like stay outside for a little bit to talk to you. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and let you know what's going on. How y'all doing? I'm doing very well. I'm not gonna lie, I was very worried about this trip. I was worried that it was, I was worried that there was, now I'm like remembering things that happened that are like really deep and personal, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to share them because, well, you know what, I've shared so much personal stuff anyway, I'll share it anyway. But, yeah, I was really worried that old things would resurface, and don't get me wrong, I still feel like certain things need to be addressed, but there's been so much growth and change. Oh, let me get the biker out. And, oh, I can't go over there. So I'm just gonna stand over here for a minute. Let's get the beautiful bush in the background. Okay. So, hold on. Let's see if, oh wait, then it's gonna do that. Anyway. What was I saying? There's lots of bugs. Definitely not used to that anymore. But, I forgot. Oh, almost forgot. I found a glass bottle. I can make a little potion. I don't know what I'm gonna make. Or maybe I'll like take one of my potions back with me in this little bottle. I'm gonna move because this is a congested area. I'll come back for a picture for the thumbnail. Yeah, I will go over here. I forgot how loud Macomb can be sometimes. Oof. Okay. Oh, that's nice. So, what was I saying? Dang. I also forgot how, like, distracting it can be. But, let me take these off real quick. So, oh yes, that's right, I was talking about a little more about the trip. So, yeah, I was really worried that, you know, because I experienced that, emotional and verbal abuse and, you know, name calling and, not ghosting, gaslighting and things of that nature. I was really worried that some of that might resurface, or that it would only be pleasant for a little while before, like, things started to resurface again. And that actually hasn't happened. But, yeah, and it's actually been really pleasant, you know. Got to see some old faces. I'm able to look at my old things and take some back. I'm bringing back my, my BOC, my Book of the Craft. I'm bringing back my, my journals, my Book of Mirrors, and, some other things. I'm bringing back some things from my magic altar. So, like my, my matron and patron representations. I'm bringing back Luna and her Magistelis. I'm trying to remember. What else do I have? Oh, I'm bringing back some crystals. And by some, I mean about half. I might see if I can condense them a little more. Just to try and make sure I don't go past the weight limit. If I do that, then I'm gonna have to pay more, and I really just don't have it to dish out right now, because unfortunately, because of how quick I had to try and get this, I wasn't able to save up so I could have like a healthy remain of finances. That was really badly worded, but I think you know what I mean. So I could have a good amount left after paying for the trip, and so I have like almost nothing left. But the good thing is I get paid like within, I don't know, before the end of the month, so it's just like 2-3 days, so I should be okay. Trying to remember. Oh, so that really intense thing. So one of the things that really got me worried was my mom messaged me, and she said that I have some really important news, but it's sensitive, but it's gonna be good for you. And I just got, I don't know, it was just really, I was really worried about what it would be. Turned out, y'all don't know the backstory, but there was this guy that wasn't really, I don't want to say he wasn't good, because that just seems kind of limited minded, but he just he was let's just say he didn't follow rules, and he wasn't the best version of himself. He wasn't very respectful, especially towards women. It wasn't necessarily like a abuser, like a beater, but he was very assertive to the point of like aggressive, especially sexually, and I'll leave it there, because it's not my business to share. I mean, it kind of is, because it involves me, but now we're finding out that it probably doesn't involve me, so now I feel like I have less of a right to share it. But anyway, long story short, there was this paper that was locked up in a box, and my mom just, I guess, finally curiously got the best of her, and she opened it, and this paper, along with some flashbacks of memory and talking with the possible person I'm going to mention, not necessarily their name, but like who they are and the role they play, it's come to find out that we might actually know who my father is. He might actually be alive, and he might actually be a much healthy and better role model, and someone that could actually be present in my life. So basically what we have to do is a DNA test. It would be, I think they consider a paternity test, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. So it's been a very roller coaster week with highs and lows. I saw Endgame yesterday. It was hella good. It's so different from any like superhero movie that you would watch. The way it starts off, I mean, don't get me wrong, it still has that action pack, but it's not like the entire movie like they normally are. It's I'm so mad at some things that happen. I don't like how they what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like how they showcased, I don't think that's the word, but I don't like how Captain Marvel was in this film. I liked her much better in her own film. I kind of felt she got bypassed a lot. I don't know if that's because maybe the actress was working on another project and she just didn't have time to invest in this project as much as usual, but she didn't have a lot of speaking roles, and she just had this, I don't know, it was just really weird how she was presented in this movie. Like, she did, like in the end, I won't spoil too much, but in the end she just like stands by herself, and it's just like, what? Like, everybody's together for like this sensitive scene, and she's just like by herself, like she's amongst the groups, so to speak, but she's still technically by herself. I'm just like, And this is weird, because I don't usually have this much of opinions about superhero movies, because I'm not like a big fan, but are you kidding me? Okay. someone had their kitty like sitting with them in the front. It was adorable. And what else? I didn't like what happened to Black Widow, and I'll leave it there. She was one of my favorites. Didn't like that at all. It's very apocalyptic. They kind of went this route or that route for this movie. But yeah, so I won't say too much more because I don't know how many of y'all have watched it. But Shazam was also disappointing. I saw that before I even left for here. Oh my god, and guys, are you kidding me? I guess I can't complain because I too am gonna be getting a motorcycle, but I don't know if I'm probably not gonna. I'm not gonna deliberately try and get one that's loud because that annoys me. Anyway. Oh, it's a school bus. Okay. You can't get mad at the school bus. Even though the education system is crap, it's better than not being educated at all. Well, I don't know. I might want to recant that statement. For getting educated false information or limited information, I don't really know if it is good to be educated. But we won't get into that. That's going to be a separate video that I'm going to do. Oh, so I do have my phone. I mean, obviously I have my phone. I'm using it. But I have my old phone. And I need to solicit, I don't know what the word is, but I need someone's expertise on how to bypass a phone without hard setting it, because if I hard set it, I lose important information that I need. Like you lose all your data. So I'm not too worried about losing numbers because I'm pretty sure I can get those back. And as much as I would hate it, it would really kill me. If I lost the photos, I wouldn't be that upset either. But losing the memos, that I have some entries that I started writing in that phone that I wanted to transfer into my BOC. And so I really can't lose those because you can only retrieve so much information, and I don't really know what I'm doing well enough to feel confident that I can retrieve that information back. So I've just been continuously trying passwords, but I'm drawing a blank here, and it's not like an email or something where you can whatchamacallit, change the password or say you forgot or something like that. You literally can't get in your phone unless you want to do an emergency call, and an emergency call is probably only going to be limited to 911. So, or I can take a picture. So, I'm thinking about turning it back on temporarily, because I think I read somewhere where, you can, if the phone service is on, then you can text it and then open the text message or whatever and be able to access it that way. Or if it's turned on, especially connected to the internet, then you can do this other thing where you can remove the password setting. What was that? That's weird. Anyway, so that's kind of some stuff that's going on, that has been going on. I'm getting rid of some clothes and my yoga mat, because the one I have now, I just like it so much better. I'm trying to remember. Sunday, I also volunteered at the soup kitchen. It happened to be the last Sunday of the month, and so I was so happy I was able to kind of get back into that groove again. And that's why I'm here today, because I heard about it, and I actually need to go because I'm running hella late now. And I don't even know how long this event's going. But that's kind of the update. I guess this is the Whytchy vlog. It was kind of good to be able to walk in my neighborhood again. I'm gonna go take a picture by those bushes because it actually would make a great thumbnail. I'm pretty sure I can use custom thumbnails. I hope so. But thank you for watching, and as always, abundant and eternal blessings. Mwah.